On behalf of Black Americans, you ran into the bad bunch, which was the JTs and so forth, but there are some righteous Black Americans that do want to go there. I'm pretty sure you met ATM Tim and others that are righteous, that want to go and build a sustainable community in Africa to where they can have a home away from home. You know, America is our first home, but Africa can be our second home. And I just want you to know, don't give up when it comes to helping Black Americans. When you come there, every country has good and their bad, as you already know. You know, so.
And I'm gonna tell you my experience with Mercy. She was a very genuine, down to earth person. I met her personally, bro. So I already met her. I ain't tell nobody that I met her, but I met her personally, bro. Sit face to face, and she was a down to earth, humble, nice, beautiful lady.
I'm supposed to take out for dinner and everything.
Yeah.
See, that's my type of woman.
Yeah.
I need a woman that got something.
Right.
That can help me get something.
Right.
I'm not just fucking with any woman. I done been a part of that pimping and hoeing shit.
And she also even helped me in a situation when I was out there. You feel me?
Yeah.
She looked out for me. I was like, damn. She went out her way for me. So I was like, damn, appreciate you, Mercy. And see, like I said, when I met her, she was just down to earth, genuine. And I was like, damn, why would JT get rid of her? She's a great person. But everyone is finding out that this is how JT treats people. I never told them that I knew her. I know her.
My wife. That's really why me and JT, why I got mad with JT. How the fuck you fuck up with Mercy, nigga? That's gonna lose someone, right?
Which part you want to know? You want to know how they scammed me? You want to know how I spent? You want to know how he sent a hitman to my hotel? And I got the nigga ID that's from Washington. What you want? You want to know how JT was supposed to send a driver, let me go and see the land, and niggas never showed up after I gave him the money? Like, yeah, I'm going down Mercy throat like she a part of the scam, but really, nigga, it looked like that. You know what I'm saying? Because if she stopped fucking with the nigga, then why she ain't telling me that shit in the first place? The only reason why the fucking money was reversed from her was because that nigga ain't show me the land when he was supposed to. He had set up a time, nigga ain't show up. Cause I still pray to Allah. Bismillah, Rahmahim, nigga, come on. Put yourself in my shoes, my nigga. If you got scammed over $3,000 and a nigga running away, nigga, how would you feel? I don't mean to come off like that, but like, nigga, you gotta put yourself in my shoes. You going to a foreign country, really, niggas ain't sympathetic, cause I would have had my money back. So it's not like I'm fucking stupid, but nigga, I want the money that he fucking stole from me. I'm a peaceful ass nigga, and I'm good at heart, nigga. I give away to people, but nigga fuck me over. I'm gonna think of that shit, but think of it like this: think of being in that shit while it's happening, and then have to figure that shit out at that same time it's happening, and then you gotta make moves from there. Think about that. Not waiting 7 months and then figuring that shit out. Figure that shit out while it's going on, while it's happening. You see what I'm saying? That nigga, the only reason why I fucking fell for that nigga scam, that nigga was like, you know, he sold the game. He was fucking with the game, fucking with Tupac. I'm like, oh, so that nigga legit then. You know what I'm saying? I gotta worry about nothing. I let my guard down. I don't usually do that. Like, for real, nigga, don't know. Nigga, my wife over there, my nigga. Just handle that shit legal. You know what I'm saying? Let him pay his fucking debt and stop smoking that crack and whatever he doing. You know what I'm saying? Cause that shit ain't cool at all. Like, besides the money, bro, like, Kenya's a fucking beautiful place. I got emails in my Kenyan phone that I can't even get to cause it's locked. But I got messages with him like, you know, you're not gonna get your money back, this and that. I'm like, all right, cool. I still got the PayPal screenshot of the dispute, and it's some guy he wanted me to send it to, Black Site or some shit, and he didn't even respond to the PayPal. So, and I was still in Kenya when that was happening. So when that shit happened, I'm like, all right, that nigga scammed me. And niggas say when it sounds too good to be true, most likely it is. Hey man, good. I don't know how you gonna get that money, bro. That nigga too shiesty. You think that money somewhere? That money could be somewhere else. Keep on making mistakes like that. My nigga, like, My grandparents got a fucking church. Hey, we help people that's addicts and shit. Nigga, anything you going through. That nigga got a fucking demon rooted in him so deep, he don't know what to turn to. Like, for real though, niggas be thinking like everything's sweet. Nigga, that shit ain't sweet like it look. I already spoke with what's his name? Thomas Cox. Or what's her name? Yeah, Fina for the Rico. If Mercy really a witness, it is what it is. The facts are there. Even though I'm telling y'all, the facts are there. So if so many people saying the same shit, then obviously it's the fucking truth. Look, any lawsuit, you gonna aim high, right? Say 150K ain't shit to that nigga. I went days without the lights on, the lights being off and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Had to spend 40, 50 days in fucking Kenya trying to figure out what the fuck this nigga doing with my fucking money. I mean, but I ain't really that type of nigga to be talking like that, bro. I really be having time to talk. Like, to be honest, like I like to see results, bro. Like, talking really don't be doing shit for me, bro. I ain't lying. Like trial and error, talking don't really do much. It is what you do. That pen and that paper, that's all that matters. Yeah, they already know. JT Ben got ran out of Atlanta, and he know that. And I'm gonna leave it at that.
Hi guys, how are you? Hello, how are you? Hi, I'm good, thank you. Please bring Terence back because I need to ask him some questions. It's very wrong for you to make some allegations and you don't give somebody the right to reply, because I think I deserve that right to reply. Before I even get to the email, I want to ask him some questions. Terence, were you my client? No. When exactly did you send JT money? I don't know. How did you send JT money? I don't know. What contract did you have with JT regarding land? I don't know. So he needs to tell us all these things. I only helped Terence get a visa and he disappeared on me with my $150. A visa costs $50. So we had consultations. I sent him an invitation because remember, a host must send you an invitation letter, okay? So then that is what you use to be able to get a visa. I processed it for him. He actually sent the money and then reversed the money, and that was it. He went to a hotel. He called me telling me it has bed bags for free. Because this is me waiting for the client to be ready to settle down, and then we meet for some business. Remember, I've processed a visa for him. He hasn't even paid. You have to pay the Kenyan government 50 USD. Terence reversed that money and disappeared on me. He went to the hotel, told me at some point there's no electricity, and I'm just wondering, dude, why are you talking to me like this? First of all, I'm an attorney. It's not for free. What these people don't realize is you have to retain my services as your attorney. If you don't retain my services, how should I start calling you? Hey Terence, how are you? How have you been? Do you know how many people speak to me in a day? Do you know how many Kenyans speak to me in a day? Do you know how many Americans send me messages and emails? Do you know how many want to retain my services? Why should I respond to somebody I already was good to? 3 months, 4 months, he's never said anything. In fact, he disappeared with my money. I only realized that later. I called him, he didn't pick. I texted him, he didn't say anything. You're not my client. With me and him, he doesn't even know me. We've never even seen each other face to face. You understand? I've actually just seen his video today. Before that, actually today, the reason why I have a problem with Samira, and I'll come to that, is because Terence came to me with some craziness. You can look at all those emails that he sent to me. Those are insults. Even if you're Jesus Christ, if somebody comes with those insults, are you just gonna be like, okay, thank you, Terence, God bless. I tried, and I was still straight in the email, asking him, you're talking about you send JT money. You sent JT money while he was in the US. I hadn't even met JT. Even if you send him while here, who did you send money to? JT's wife, not Mercy. Was Mercy anywhere in the contract? No. I told you guys the way I do business. So many Americans have reached out to me. Why would you send money electronically to somebody you've never even met? Terrence said, I don't even think he's ever met JT. Why would you send 20,000 racks to somebody you've never even seen? Surely, let's just be logical here. There's attorneys. Tap in with attorneys. Look at my responses to him. Tap in with attorneys. Make sure you are correct. If I come to America today, do you think I'll just come there because I'm an attorney? No. I'll still tap in with attorneys. You know, get some connections. I just can't go to Atlanta. Trust me, I can't. You know? So, I want to ask Terrence, have you ever retained my services? No. Was I ever part of the contract between you and JT? Did I authorize you to wire funds to JT? Yes or no? Did I ever tell you, please send JT money? No. Funds are wired through the attorney's law firm after land has been checked out. Do not send anybody money just because they're telling you, I'm selling land. And that's what Samira and the husband are trying to do. And they are clout chasing using my name because it is wrong for you to take a screenshot. And Samira, baby, trust me, over here, I'm going to sue you. You're doing that because you're in America and I cannot touch you. I told you, God, do not, if any of you has anything against Mercy Baraza, if I have ever accepted any money or ever set out to represent you and I did it the wrong way, you lost your money or did anything, please come forth. Please come forth. You understand? JT, I don't know if he listened to the audio I had the day before yesterday. I am not on YouTube. Think about it. It's 2 a.m. in the morning in Kenya right now. I can't keep following around channels, who's saying what, who's not saying what. No. And I've been a very good attorney to you guys. I have been to the best of my abilities. But right now, I'm looking at you guys sideways. You guys probably hate us the most. You understand? I'm over here trying to help the target. The person that has wronged you is a totally different person. Samira, stop clout chasing with my name. I had a lot to say then, but I didn't. You know why? I don't have to, honey. I do not have to. You understand? Most importantly, I addressed JT's situation because most people don't know. Again, how do I go and start looking for people and texting them? I didn't even have Terrence's number when he emailed me today. Bitch. He said a lot of things. You have cancer. Well, have you diagnosed me? Do you know anything about me? Terrence doesn't even know how I look like, other than these photos. You understand? Timothy, me and you have met, right? Have I ever even told you anything? I mean, thank you. And I was mad at you earlier because you should have, remember, you can just reach out. Because the thing is, the reason why I'm mad at Samira and the husband, they want to join what JT was doing. Same chief, same transaction, 100 acres. I'm not going to let them do that in this country. I told Terrence the same. You understand? Because it is wrong. Now that I know, the moment I realized, and JT can come forth, he knows very well. He knows very well. And when I spoke, I said the truth. That is who I am. What attorney walks away from money? If he's coming and continues coming, and you actually know that he's coming, how many attorneys have called me and I've told them the truth and they've walked away? How many? What attorney walks away from work and money? What attorney? You understand? So I was actually constrained to come explain myself as brief as I could because there's a lot. If I decided to do screenshots today, we'll be here up to 4 days. Understand? But I can't do that because I'm an attorney. So you cannot screenshot one part. This man has called me out of my name several times, and let me tell you, I always tell people, come to me correct, we'll deal correctly. You come to me crazy, we'll deal crazy. Samira, don't use my name for clout because I'll arrest you and have you deported. The same thing you still did to JT because that is wrong. Don't slander my name. Do not call me out of my... I have never taken anything. I would never take anything from you. You understand? I would never. For me, you have to retain my services as an attorney of the High Court of Kenya. And then I represent you. You understand? You cannot say we are all 1,000,001. I have been a friend to you guys. My clients know, all Americans. Thank you so much for all those people who've been, having my back. I didn't need to tell anybody anything. You understand? Because usually you will get vindicated at the very end. I don't need to come on live. Samira, honey, please get the facts right. You are in Kenya 30 days. I've been here with Americans almost 3 years. JT has been here you don't know nothing. You know nothing. And some of these things we can't talk about. I told you. And for me, sending her screenshots was to show her, look, there's this ongoing case that I'm a witness. It's a RICO charge. I'm an attorney and I know better. You cannot keep speaking on the case. There's a specific client of mine who cannot come on live and do any of these things because there's an ongoing case. You understand? If the feds call me for clarification, I'm an attorney. What do you guys want me to do? Of course, I'll tell them what I know regarding JT. You understand? So Terence, in his feelings, sends me emails and then sends Samira, if you want subscribers, because I don't need YouTube, you need YouTube. I don't want to get there. I don't want to be a hater. Do whatever you're doing as a black woman. Sing your songs. Do your business. But listen, freehold land, you cannot sell freehold land to fellow Americans. I told you guys, you cannot. You cannot. And I used to tell JT this information. He goes to YouTube, twists, he says it, but then now he's claiming you guys should have had your attorneys. I don't know what things that he's pretending he didn't know. And he knew from the onset. I have contracts with him. Messages, phone calls, everything. So if somebody has met me, when Timothy, you met me, I told you the whole truth. I told you there's nothing. Don't go to Makueni. That is contested land. That land has been bought 1,000 times over. Didn't I say that? Yeah. So for somebody to come up, just because I didn't meet you, Samira, you have to pay me. You understand? I'm in Africa. You are in America. Do you know how many hours I hustle per day to work, to be able to put food, on the table? And still, I'm a rich Kenyan, by the way. I don't know about her, but I don't need to slander anybody because it's wrong for you to say anything against somebody who's never done anything. All I showed her was love. Samira, I'm the one who told Samira to go to the cops because I asked her, what are you talking about? She said she bought 1,000 square feet. I told her you can't do that. All the information she has with Timothy came off on me, cussing out. I told her I cannot proceed with your husband. Who the hell are these people? Yeah. So he actually tried to apologize. I said, no, we're done. Why would I pick your calls? First of all, she was calling me when I'm in court. So every time she called me, I wasn't available. Again, leave a message. Tell me, hi, I'm so and so, this and that. There's been so many Americans who've contacted me and then gone back. Some in Portugal. I'm sure they're listening. And they're Americans. They have homes in Portugal. Good Americans have reached out to me. Rich Americans, leave alone some of these trolls and cloud chasers. You cannot, let me tell you, somebody who is Russians, because I am Russians. If anybody can come up and say, she said this, or she camped with me, even JT, I've put him on notice. Please come out. Say, when I realized this clients of mine that I realized he's scammed. So then he said, they need to get their own attorney. I can't. I said, no. And they did not have money. He had more money than them. He wanted me to drop them. But I said, no, I'm going to stand with the truth. It doesn't matter. I have rich clients. I have poor clients. I have middle class clients. You understand? It is my law firm. It's a one-man show. I don't need, I don't know what. And I told him no so many times. For a very long time, me and him have not worked together. Ask yourself what attorneys. My name is a powerhouse. That's why everybody's clinging on it. He knows that. Once he used to do a video, Mercy, people, I don't know, do what and what. Because for me, I'm straight. And I really do not want to ever come back to YouTube and do this and that. Because I'm an attorney, I don't have to. Some people have been sending me nudes. Threats. Look at this guy. I send you guns. You'll die. Juju. These people send me things. What would you want me to do? If you were me. Look at him. He's calming down. Before he calmed down, Did you see? And he was in my inbox, email, texting, doing all crazy things. Yet, I don't even know when he sent JT money. And anybody who I realized was gonna send JT money, I told them, do not send. There's a lady who did a video on the land recently, Lisa. I'm gonna say, yeah, I told Melissa, do not send. I was shocked when I saw her here. Most of these Americans, I used to tell them, they go with JT, oh, she's trying to mess up your business. I'm not. I don't hate him. But how he's selling, you cannot sell the land like that. You are a foreigner. How can you offer another foreigner freehold land when it's being held for you in trust? They need an attorney, a trusted attorney, a reputable attorney who's gonna have their back and protect them and shield them, not just from themselves, from other fellow Kenyans. Because it's a crazy world. Out here, everybody, I can't say, oh, Kenya is good. Kenya is good, but we have bad people in Kenya as well. You understand? I can't sit here and be like, yeah, and people are just running with my name because they know I can't go to YouTube. I didn't even know how to get into this thing. I've had to call somebody to guide me to get in, and then I had to, put the audio off because I didn't know, and I was just texting, please let me be in. And I wanted Terrence to be here for me to ask the questions before you guys, once and for all. Terrence, have you ever seen me? No. Have I ever asked for anything from you? No. You actually owe me $150. And that's a lot of money here. It may not be a lot of money for him, but this is my money, my practice. I went to listen for all these years, and it's my money. He's trying to tell me, give me 150,000 USD or 100 acres. Your beef is with JT, not me. You send JT's wife money, not me. You send it in America. You didn't send it to me. If there's any American who's ever said anything to me, please come forth. Everybody, do you know how many visas I've processed for Americans within 24 hours? And it doesn't happen. So many Americans. Do you know how many Americans I've spoken to for free? I usually charge, but there's so many Americans I've given advice for free. And then now I realize it's crazy because people are calling me 3 a.m., 2 a.m., 1 a.m., I don't know what. Some sending nudes. I want to come send you, give your parents dowry. I'll come and marry you. If not, I'll shoot you dead. Crazy people. I'll give you juju. I'll do I don't know what. I know where you live. It's crazy. So I have to protect. I'm a female. I have to protect myself. So don't come over here. Timothy, I don't know his name. Timothy, the husband to Samira. Have you ever been to Kenya? I don't know. I don't think so. Samira has never even met me. She called me several times. I was always in court because the time she used to call me, we have virtual attendances. So you can't just call me 3-4 times. I don't pick. She didn't pick. I don't represent you. You're not my client. You haven't even retained my services. The least you can do, leave a message. So when she left her message, I called her back when I was done with court. In fact, I told her, please wait. I'm in court. I'll call you back. So she introduced herself. You know, she was cool. She told me, I told her, no, why would you do that? JT is a scam. I told her. And I told her, Natisha is the one behind it. You don't know. I even shared with her information about an ongoing case, and I told her, if you're willing, you can join other people. Get into a class action lawsuit. You people, get into a class action lawsuit. You understand? I told her to go to I asked her, where does JT live? She told me, he lives near 2 Rivers. I told her, go to Kasarani police station. She's leaving me out of those conversations. They have those, I cannot have a conversation with a crazy person. I cannot. I do not owe my ears. I don't owe anybody anything. Retain my services. Trust me, you will see. Ask the Americans who are out here, and they are very free to send you DMs privately. But this crusade and coming to Terrence, you've asked him what his problem is. JT scammed him. What has that got to do with me? In fact, ask him when he sent JT the money. I used to tell these people, an attorney must be present. JT himself, his title is being held in trust by somebody. How does he purport to sell you anything? The contract I did with him was for him and his family, Natisha. Contracts which he has. You understand? Now he's changed how many attorneys? After me. And after me, you all realized he was crazy. Attorneys come, I don't know, attorneys come. Because he was a very difficult client. And I don't want to talk about JT. I want to talk about these trolls. These people sending me nudes. These people sending me guns. Let me tell you something. I'm a very strong black African woman. You cannot scare me, and I'm not gonna be like this other guy. Oh, no. I really wanted Terrence here, so he can tell me, what have I ever taken from you? Nothing. He says I was supposed to go look for him and tell him JT. No. Terrence, if he bothered, he went away with my $150. That's why he went MIA. Had he reached out after I'd realized, I could have told him. There's another one called Christopher. I spoke to, we met. There's so many Americans. There's Americans out here that live here. I think some of you guys know. Timothy, you know them. Kaskati, you know some of them. Sorry, I'm on a rant, but it's very unfair. It's very unfair because now I'm going to be very strict. I was nice, I was kind, and I thought these are my brothers and sisters. If this person has come, what has that got to do with me? I was his attorney, yes, he retained me like anybody else. He had children over here. He even hid it from me. He hid that as well from me. So when I discovered, I told him, you cannot do this. Let me help you. You can afford it. You can afford it because his wife used to send him money. Okay? You can afford it. Let me help you. We help these Americans because most of them are either retired, most of them are coming out here because Babylon is going to fall. There's gun violence, there's this and that. Somebody wants a sport out here. You understand? And then what he does, no, what do you mean? And then Tisha was preparing the certificate, not even JT. JT doesn't do anything. Tisha is the one who was preparing the certificate because JT, I don't even think JT can go to a laptop and prepare a document. Everything gets done for him. You understand? The only thing he can do is rap maybe, and maybe write his rap, whatever, lyrics or something like that, his verses. So what receipt is this? I told my clients, this anybody can make this on a laptop. So those who listened to me are good and secure. Somebody who's talking about me every day because she wants views, please don't do that. Please, Samira, I will never do this again. I do not want to do this again. I don't want to get in YouTube. I can't honestly start ranting and abusing people. I don't want to be that kind of, I'm not that kind of person. But trust you me, if you come to me with craziness, I'm not just going to be quiet. Yeah, okay. No, because I know there's a lot of racism with my fellow black Americans. The way they treat people like me, imagine. And you're trying to help them. They're way above you. It's you over there. Think about all of these people talk. You work for me for free. Why are they even saying such statements, throwing them around? She'll work for us. She'll do this and that. That's crazy. And that's how they come off on us guys. Understand? I have tried my level best. If there's anybody who has anything against me, please come forward. I'm a reputable attorney. Trust you me, I'm slated to be judged. Do you know that? I'm just not a judge because I don't want to be at the bench. But watch it. I can actually just do it for Samira's sake. But she's not worth it. I have avoided talking about her or anything. You get one screenshot and then you run with it because you want some narrative. Samira, do your business, sing your songs, whatever you want to do with the chief. The chief knows as much because I want them, him and Dan, a very long time. JT is selling land illegally. Have you ever seen me at the water well? Have you ever seen me in any photo or video at the land? Have you ever seen me? Other than the one video we did, I was giving him his title. And before the title, never. Why? I told him, no, we can't do this. We cannot. And there's a lot of evidence and he knows. Even if he comes, speaks anything or does, he knows the extent he'll go. Because I was very solid and he was my principal client. But these people gave him money they actually sent the money to an account to Tisha. You understand? Why would I risk my whole practice, everything I've been through, because of some rapper? That's why I dropped him. You understand? It's been how many attorneys? So many attorneys. So instead of dealing with JT, you coming to let Mercy jumping on my name, because with my name you get clout. That is wrong. Samira, you need to apologize to me because trust me, I'm not the one. Legally, you have slandered me. The moment I will see you in this country, you will get arrested and I'll have you deported. You understand? Isn't Alex the one who got you the visa? Wasn't he your host? And wasn't Alex JT's attorney? I've never seen Samira. Samira called me after being here for 2.5 weeks. You call me when you are in problems and trouble. Why didn't you call me before coming out here? Why didn't you ask me to get you a visa? You know, why didn't you tell me that? You only told me that when you and JT were having issues. You understand? Initially, it was Alex, you, JT. You bring me in when shit has hit the fan. And now I'm supposed to just solve it. Who are you, lady? You know, I sent her conversations between me and JT. See, we parted ways long ago. So I don't know what you're talking about. And Timothy, Samira's husband, first of all, he prayed. And then he was like, our baby is going to be born in Africa. We'll put the baby on the title. That's transferring one scam to another scam. That's why I told them I can't represent you. They spoke to the chief. Oh, the chief will help us. The chief. No, that's not how it happens. First of all, this baby is an American baby. You're still a visitor. You are on a 3-month visa. You are a visitor. You're still a foreigner. You do not have a work permit or alien ID. Any contracts you have out here, anybody who purports to contract with you is a scammer. Attorney or no attorney, you need to get your paperwork right. Think about it. In the emails, I told Terence, get your paperwork right. Because you're coming on a 3-month visa. It's a travel visa. After 3 months, you extend for just 1 month and then get out and then come in again. Otherwise, you'll be deported for having invalid documents in this country. You're looking at having a child in Kenya. This baby will have the title. Do you know in Kenya, anybody below 18 is a minor and they cannot be on a title? Leave alone a freehold title deed. Leave alone now this is a foreign baby. What are you talking about? I tried to tell Timothy, hey, what? I'm going to refund all these Americans. But you're just doing the same thing JT is doing. That's why I told them no. And his temperament, he's so combative. And what else? He's very aggressive. And I cast her out. What do you mean you cast me out? I can pay your rent for three years in America, not here. You understand? So don't bring, you paid $1,000 for a piece of land. Think about it. Please think with me. They gave JT $1,500, I don't know, because I asked Samira, she told me $1,000 initially, and then $600 for the apartment. I told her go to the police. I talked to Philip as well on Samira's phone. I told her, where does he live, for me to be able to know the jurisdiction. You see, you can't just sue anybody anywhere. Where the cause of action arose, where does he live? He lives in Thika Road. I told them, go to Kasarani police station. I told Philip, can you hear me? He said yes. So I used a lot of English and Swahili because he was a driver. He wasn't really conversant with a lot of English. Go to the reporting station. Go record an OB. Go help her do that. Samira, say the truth. I'm the one who told you to go to the cops. You're not mentioning me that way. You're coming here. I think she's trying to do the right thing. I don't know. I can't represent you when your husband is like Donald Trump. I'm sorry for anybody who loves Donald Trump. We can't have a conversation. One sentence in. You bitch. No. Why would I even listen to you? I cannot. And I told Samira. Samira was the quiet one. I'm sorry. She also started because we did a 3-way. She said sorry. Timothy said sorry, but that sorry that is crazy. No, I can't talk to you. Let me talk to your wife. So he had to leave the phone call. So when I spoke to Samira, I told her, so what's the problem? You've been buzzing my phone. She took a Kenyan number and called me. Oh, JT. I was like, you're working with JT? I thought people stopped working with JT. So she told me he put her out. I send JT messages. You're scamming Americans again? You still, no, they're trying to swindle me. And then I came to realize, yeah, when Samira was at the police station, I want the land. Give me more square feet. I had already indicated to Samira. Freehold land you can't buy. You cannot get in square feet. Buy an acre, buy half an acre. You're still a foreigner. Somebody has to hold it for you. How's it going to be in your baby's name? Your baby's not even born yet. You understand? And now the chief is here sending a photo. Same thing JT started. You understand? The village that Dan lives, that's where the chief is at. Makueni, and I'm not going to let them do anything like that. And the chief is if you're listening to me, if I see you guys selling 1,000 acres, I don't know what acres, trust me, you'll be arrested. Samira, you'll be arrested and deported because it's illegal. Get a Kenyan attorney to hold land. In fact, as a foreigner, this is freehold land. If we sold all our freehold land, it would be what is it called? Colonization all again. Why do we give the Chinese leasehold land? Because freehold is forever and ever, up until when you die. Your children and anybody will inherit that. So please, let's not do those games. Just because I cannot be there to defend myself, and it's really wrong because I have to say this, and I'm still really hurt. And Terence, I really needed you back here. Please explain to us. I sent him a letter, an invitation letter. And do you know an invitation letter? Look at the requirements for you to invite somebody, for them to be able to get a visa. You say they're going to live at your house. I'm out here getting you my IDs, detailed documents. You understand? Why would I jeopardize that? Over what? Money you send Tisha. How does Tisha's money help me in any way? It does not. It's just making them rich. It's just making them rich. You understand? So instead of, and Samira, $1,000 for 1,000 square feet, I don't know, $1,500, I don't know. How do you get land, a title, and legal representation for $1,500 all in one? Ask yourself these questions as well. She says, the husband says he has 2 masters. Are you sure you have 2 masters? Are you sure? Because I know for a fact anybody get some legal representation. Ask somebody. Please, do you know any attorney? Sometimes I speak to people for free. You understand? Why these people, Now, it's not for free. You have to retain my services. I don't care if I have 1 client or 2 clients, but I can only deal with Russia's people, Russia's clients. Because this is a scam. And I was going to do business with you people the right way. If I see somebody doing business the wrong way, I walk away. That's it. I'm not refunding any retainer or anything like that. Terence owes me $150. I was quiet. I didn't even, it's like, okay, fine. I tried reaching out to him. He never responded. And I understand the man scammed him. But why are you directing that to me? The anger, calling me out of money. If you look at those emails, it's so many things. Oh, you are doing this, sucking. I can't even say them out loud. I'm going to defend myself. I'm an attorney. If a friend calls me and asks me, how do you know this and that? Or do you shed light or something like this? Because I'm Russia's. Research me. I'm a top attorney in Kenya, actually. One of the very best. You understand? A very reputable attorney. And anybody who have I scammed you in any way, taken your money? People owe me, not the other way around. Samira, I gave her free advice. We spoke for free. Timothy goes on live today and says, we're going to make her work for us for free. That's racist. We are black, the same, but I get this a lot from black Americans, more than some of the white people I've encountered. They have treated me better. Yeah, I didn't even see his face. He's shouting. How do I have a conversation with somebody like that? First of all, you've not retained me, my services. And Samira, we spoke. I still picked her call twice, or I think thrice. I even showed her evidence. Look, there's an ongoing record. I'm the one who told her. Don't do anything with JT. Please leave. Leave and get out of the country, because she told me she was pregnant. Her beef was, I thought you were going to tell me I can't live at your... I don't even want to go there. Samira, please. If you are a queen, as you say you are, act the part. Act like it. Why are you pulling somebody you don't even... Samira has never even seen me. She's been in this country 30 days. Every day you're jumping on everybody's live, talking crazy. Let's talk to Americans who've been here 2 years, or those who have actually encountered JT. You guys don't know who JT is. And I'm not afraid of him. Why would I be afraid of some crazy person telling me about Jojo? My Jojo works. Don't leave the day. I'm sending goons. Send me $150,000. I get that a lot. Some send nudes. If I decided to screenshot, because you see, they went on with 1 text message. And I have a whole email of this Terence. And I printed it out, actually. I printed it out because I'm not planning to just let it slide. If you threaten me over something I don't even know. Terence, did you ever send me money? You're mad because you're saying I didn't tell you. Look at it this way. I was fooled too. And when I discovered, that was it for me. Bounced. And I spread the word. Those who have ears, hear. Those who do not have, please proceed and please him. Because most of these people are fanatics. Oh, I want to be by JT. I want to work for him. I want to work. Really? Cool. Because you're a grown-up. There's a saying in Kenya, you can take a donkey to take water, but you can't force it. Please, Samira, please join. It's very good if you're here. Please call Terence as well. Let's address everybody today. Is there anybody else as well? I want everybody else to pull up. I don't want to talk to Timothy. I'll only talk to Samira.
Yeah.
You're not going to play with my name. And anybody who has said anything crazy, I live here, I'm an attorney here. It's not a threat. I'm going to sue you legally. Do not speak on... You don't know. We are quiet because there's a RICO charge. And I'm a witness. You understand? I'm a witness. I'm not going to do this again. Do you know the reason why he got in Kenya quick and went back? It's because of me. Why is somebody else taking credit for that? Why is he running? It's because of me, Samira. Please get him.
Hey, what's going on?
Why you, Samira?
I don't know. You tell me, Mercy.
I don't know. You tell me what the problem is with me. Do you know me? Have I ever taken anything from you?
No, I do not know you. And why would I for your
Have you ever retained my services, Samira?
Did you ever tell me the price to retain your services, Mercy?
Samira, you have to ask me that. You have to ask me. You have to ask to retain me.
And that's not true.
Samira, you have to ask me to retain me. And initially I had accepted. Do you remember? Do you remember I said I was going to represent you guys?
Answer the question, Mercy.
Yeah.
Did you tell me how much your services was to retain you?
Okay, let me ask you a question, okay?
Oh, answer
as I respond.
Answer
Samira.
That question. I'm not gonna answer.
Fine, Samira. When you first called me, Samira, when you first called me, what did you call me for? Did you call me to retain my services?
Mercy, you are a lawyer, okay?
Samira, please let's not play those games. When you called me, what did you say? You called me about JT.
You're not being respectful. I just
what
asked
do you mean?
A question. If we're here to talk like queens, I just asked you a question. You're the professional. I'm asking you a question. Did you ever
Can I answer?
It costs to retain your services?
Can I answer? Samira, you called me crazy because JT heard you.
I'm answering the question.
I'm responding. Samira, I'm responding. You did not call me.
Saying that I did not want to pay you any money, and I'm asking you, when did we ever discuss how much you charge to retain your services?
When you wanted me to take you to the police station, I said, no, Samira, you have to pay me. You said, oh boy, I thought I was going to come live in your house when JT put me out.
I did not say that. See, you're a liar. Now,
really?
What we won't do if we won't lie.
So let me ask you, Samira. Let me ask you, Samira. In America, do you call attorneys for free to chat and tell them your problems? Do you do that in America when you're calling me?
Oh,
did you have any intentions of paying me?
Paying your services, yes or no? Don't y'all think you should answer that question?
Who did what? You wanted to retain my services, yeah? Samira, we are dwelling on non-issues. When you called me, when you call an attorney, listen.
When you call, hold on, babe. Because you're saying that I did not want to pay for your services.
You didn't. You wanted it for free.
That's a legitimate question.
Samira, can you let me answer? When you called me, Samira, you are in distress. First things first. You are in distress. You called me so many times. I was unavailable. Then you sent me a text message. So then I reached back to you. You told me your story. You were in distress. You told me what JT had done to you.
First of all, initially...
let me finish, Samira. Let me finish, Samira.
Because
can I finish? Can I finish, Samira?
Because you're lying. When we initially
really
talked, because when we initially, I can say, come on, let Queen talk.
So you are calling me for free?
Listen.
You're calling me for free?
When I initially talked to you, it was in front of the First Lady of St. Rita Church. Okay? She talked to you and told you what I was going through. I didn't tell you that. Is that right
Samira.
or wrong?
Okay,
so
Samira.
You know I was in distress.
Let's use our brains. Let's use our brains. Whenever I call, Samira, whenever I call any attorney, a plumber, or anybody, I know I have to pay them. Samira, you didn't think you're supposed to pay me? You didn't think you're supposed to pay me? Was it a charity?
Mercy, Did you initially talk to me, or did you talk to the first lady of St. Rita
To
Catholic
you.
Church?
I spoke to you first, Samira.
No, you did
Because I
not.
don't
You're
talk to people I
lying.
don't know.
You're lying, Mercy.
Oh my God.
You're lying,
Oh
Mercy.
my God.
You're
Samira, Samira,
You're lying,
Samira,
Mercy.
listen.
You
You see,
initially,
let me tell
we
you,
can
when you
get
call
on the
attorneys in
phone.
America, do you call attorneys in America for free? You call them to chit chat?
Wait, let's.
This lady is out of her mind.
No, you're out of your mind. As a professional,
Listen,
as
Samira,
a
I'm not for
professional
free.
lawyer,
Sorry, honey.
to sit up
Let me
there
tell
and
you, I'm not
call
for free.
us
You and your
American
husband were
slaves.
broke.
You
You and
call
your
us
husband were
slaves
broke.
in that
You are looking
email.
for free legal services, and you wanted to take advantage of me
Free
because you should have called
services.
me
Well, you're gonna
before you
have to
left
prove
America.
that. You're gonna have to prove that in
Samira,
court,
you are
Mercy.
here 2 months. You are
Prove
here
that
2
in
weeks.
court.
You never reached out to
Can
me.
you prove that in
Why did
court?
you call me?
Can you
Why did you call me
can
2
you
weeks
prove
after
that
being
in
here?
court? Can
You
you
should have,
prove
yeah,
that in court?
absolutely. Absolutely.
prove that?
Let me answer her question. Samira is asking me, she didn't know how much. But Samira, use your head. When you speak to an attorney, are you going to keep speaking to an attorney for free? You call my phone, you said on live that she didn't answer. I have called Samira. I wasn't just sitting somewhere waiting for your call. I reached out to you later. We spoke. You should have thought about it. I don't know where she's gone. Please bring her back.
She got to come back. They left.
Let me ask you something. When you call an attorney, do you call an attorney on free business? Or at the back of your mind, you know that you are supposed to pay this attorney? Consultation. Yeah. And then I'm asking Samira, I told her to go to the police station. She wanted me to go with her. Free. I just leave my law firm and take her because she's in distress and she's pregnant? No. I can't do that. And it's wrong because they already think we'll make her work for us for free. You see that mentality? We are arguing about my legal services being free or not instead of addressing JT's situation and her, because I want us to get there. The real issue here is the scamming of the land. Right now, listen, I'm not for free, and I still spoke to her for free and told her to go to the cops for free. Asked her, where does JT live? The driver told me where JT lives, okay? Go to Kasarani police station. What do? I told her everything she needs to do. Get the copies, take them to the cops. You know, and she was there, she's like, Mercy needs to be in the contract. The cops told her, no. We cannot put somebody's name in a contract, somebody who's not even here, not part of this. You see, we also have laws. That's why it was easy for JT to get out within 2 days. Understand? She accepted a very funny arrangement, an extra $6,000. That's greedy mentality, Samira, and I know you're listening. Greedy mentality. You've taken somebody to the police station. Why are you accepting half-assed deals? He took your money, you're saying he put you out. Why are you very ready to get into a contract? And then she left, he was left there, distressed, but he still left the police station. Why did you accept the offer? Say no. Have him deported. Have his fingerprints taken. Did you ensure his fingerprints were taken? Because had they been taken, he would be a criminal here in this country. His visa can't be approved, but you let him go, Samira. You let him go. You went home. You got tired. How do you get somebody to the police station and you leave? Would you come with me? Are you paying me for anything? Because I was actually having court. So right now we're arguing about who spoke to who first. You didn't tell me how much. Use your head. Use your brain, lady. If I call a plumber today in my house or mechanic, I already know I have to pay them. You understand? And I told Samira, my charges, I told her my charges, how much I'm charging. Are you here for long? She said, no. I'm only here till the baby is born. How do I know about the baby? We want to put the title in the baby's name. I said, wait a minute. This is also a scam. Please, Samira, come back. Don't run away. And I'm so hurt. That's why I'm speaking like this. I don't even raise my voices to people. You want to put the title in a baby's name. The baby hasn't been born yet. She was here, and you see, that's why JT won. Because JT was like, I was in there for only 2 days. I was disappointed. Why do you leave him? Let him take once his fingerprints are taken, that's it. He cannot get clearance certificates. He won't get his visa easy. But she gave up. She left. And I told her to go to the police station. Can you come with me? Are you paying me? No. So is this even official? She talks about professionalism. I'll speak to you like a street chick, and I'll speak to you as an attorney. So you choose. Retain my services, and I'll speak to you like an attorney. If you come to me crazy with lies, I specifically told Samira, let's speak me and you. Don't bring the husband. It's like she can't function without him. And I'm suing you, Samira. I'm suing you for everything you've been saying. Have you ever seen me? No. I didn't know how much I'm supposed to pay you. No, Samira, attorneys are not for free. Why would you start, please come over here. I want this land in my name. I spoke to the chief, he's my relative. The chief is your relative now? You got me effed up because this is a whole new scam again. So Timothy was like, I'm gonna pay all the Americans everything they, with what money? If you guys paid $1,000 or $1,500, she can't even afford my services because my services are way higher than that. You understand? My services for me to get in my car, go and spend the whole day and night, the whole evening, because he was arrested, I think, in the evening. You have to pay me. I have to drive all the way there. Most likely I would have taken her in my car. We would have, the driver would have maybe joined us, but you don't need to. It's easy. And what is my car? A Mercedes, right?
Yes, yep.
E-class. And I have an S-class as well. She would have gotten to my car. We would have gone to the police station with her. How am I fueling that car? To go from here up to there. Ngong Road to Thika Road, do you know how far that is? You're calling me, can you come with me to Philip's car? I don't use cabs. I drive myself. I don't need a driver. So you can't come. I didn't know how much. No, Samira, let's talk about the real thing. Somebody scammed you on land. I told you to go to the police station. Let's not talk about non-issues. Oh, who spoke to me first? Who did not speak to me first? No, Samira. And don't talk to me with that husband. I categorically told her, leave Timothy somewhere in the bathroom. Lock him inside if you have to. Let's have a conversation. It may be heated at the onset, but eventually we'll agree. We can agree to disagree, Samira. Because today I'm ready for you. And I'm ready for Terence, and I'm ready for anybody else. And I'm going to address you, because right now we're having a conversation. We're not in court. We're having a conversation with so many people on YouTube who are listening. Because I cannot come to YouTube and defend myself. I don't even have a channel. I don't even have any of I didn't even know how to get on here. So I'm here. I didn't know how much. That is not the issue. The issue that we have here is, has Mercy participated in any way in you losing your money? No, in fact, I was the whistleblower. Samira, go to the cops, because she told me it's $1,000 and $600 for the apartment. That's easy money. Put him behind bars. He'll get you that money quick. I knew Tisha was going to come through and send the money, She gets there. She forgets why she's there. She says, okay, give me 6,000 square feet. That's greedy mentality. And I'm going to call it for what it is. You are greedy. Your husband is greedy. And other than that, retaining me was for me transferring the 3.5 to them. No, I can't do that. I have a record charge client who paid over $39,000 for that parcel. I have Mr. Reed. I have so many clients of mine who paid a lot of money, and I know. Why would I transfer it to somebody who paid $1,500 and there's an ongoing record charge on it? No, I would not do that. I told her, rush to the police station, because I knew he was going to give her back money. Take it even 4 times. Tell the cops you cannot accept a deal that is the same amount of money. I asked her, how far long did you give him? He said, I don't know, 1 month, 1 year or 2 years. You can't take the exact amount of money. Ask for more. She got there. Alex came. They drafted. So Alex had to leave them at the police station. He said he can't represent JT. She was like, I want Mercy on the contract and the chief in the contract that they are going to transfer this land and transfer it to my child. No, Samira, your child is a foreigner. Your child is not even born yet. We cannot do that here. It's freehold land. Foreigners cannot transfer freehold in their name. Leasehold only. Leasehold only for a period of 99 years. And they have to have a work permit and an alien ID. For freehold, you have to get a trusted attorney to hold it for you. And you can't keep doing that. The government will catch up with you. Because that's like colonization. If you allow the Chinese, the Japanese to do that, they only give them leasehold. After some time, they chase them. They put up apartments, high-rise apartments, you know, and that's it. They leave the country. For freehold, it's agricultural, it's farmland. You own it forever and ever. If you don't sell it, it's yours, your children's. If you die, succession is done. There's a distribution of the estate when you're deceased. If you've left a will, you see, it's a grant of probate. If you've not left a will, grant of letters of administration intestate. Succession is done at the High Court or these other lower courts. If your estate is less than a certain amount of money, because these magistrates have been given a certain jurisdiction to entertain certain matters. So you can't tell me, I didn't know how much. That shouldn't be the question. Ask me, how much is your retainer? And then I tell you, okay, this and this, 1,500, the money they gave JT is not even half my retainer for a whole year, unless it's just these small things. Going to the police station in a Benz for free, miles and miles away. And remember, when she called me, I still had meetings. It wasn't a free day. We didn't like have a message before. Please plan tomorrow at 10. I'll call you. No, she called me immediately. So many numbers. The driver, this lady, Samira as well. She had a Kenyan number. Hi, what's up? I'm pregnant. I think at some point she even tried crying on me, you know. Samira, the first question should be, okay, thank you, ma'am. I'm going to go to the police station. Can you come with me? How much would be your charges? I tell you this much, or I'm not available. I can send an associate. I don't have to be there personally. I have associates. My associate can accompany you, you know, in his car. Because my associates have cars as well. They take you there. But I'm here crying, I'm pregnant. It's like you're the first woman pregnant in this country. We have women in the village who give birth at home with no medicine in this country, and they die giving birth, Samira. So don't come over here, pregnant. Yeah. People have lost pregnancies and they're quiet and they forge on like soldiers because that's what we've been taught. So you live this life, that's a weakest move. Don't talk about me, and I'm going to use weakest move because it's a weakest move. And I'm a professional. Pay me, see how professional I am. Right now, we are on YouTube live and you have disappeared. Please don't bring your husband. If you want to talk to me, I'm still willing to talk to you. But it's not even worth it. I don't think about it this way. You want to talk to me, make some money, enough to pay me, and then come, let's talk. You've made me feel a certain type of way, and I was a very good person, down to earth. These people are all saying that. I've been so good to Americans. I have tried to be so good to the best of my abilities. Nobody is perfect, but I have tried to the best of my abilities. Samira, we can't argue about why I didn't know how much. No. When you call attorneys in America, you pay for consultation per hour. Why do you think for me it's free? The husband said, we'll make her work for us for free. That's racist. Why? You're a black person like me. You're in America, yeah, we have accent. We're in Africa, you know, we are lesser beings and stuff. That's what I get from my fellow black Americans. You understand? I may not come from America, but I deserve respect. So you can't come to me with some hood, crazy things and then you expect me to just be, okay, thank you. No. You slap me, I'll slap you thrice. And I'll put you behind bars and have you deported. Don't play with me. For as long as everything I'm doing or saying is legal, that's it. Why would you send money to somebody electronically? For me, you can't send me money without seeing me, unless it's a visa processing. And there's been so many people who've taken off with my money, visa money. A good example is Terence. I'm actually telling him. He sent me his passport and everything. If I go back to my Gmail and wherever I'll get it, I send him a letter with my ID, with my private details, telling the guys that I'm going to be hosting this person. You know, you have to agree, a Kenyan citizen has to agree to host you for them to get a visa. I didn't know them, but now I'm realizing some of them are crazy. Somebody, Jojo, I'll kill you, I'll do this and that. It's wrong. It's crazy. I feel so hurt, and it's bad because there's Americans who couldn't afford at all, and I still didn't pull them away. I spoke to Samira thrice or so many times. I also told her to go to the police for free. But her asking me to go with her, no. She put up that lady. I explained to that lady actually as well. Even Philip is the one who took her. But I said, where does he live? He told me. I told her, how would I drive and know about the jurisdiction of where this offender lives? I told Samira doesn't know. She's American. How did she know exactly where to go and report JT? And she was out here alone with just JT. And by then, Alex was JT's attorney. You know? So I'm the one who whistle blew. Go to Kasarani police station. I told her, do you know Kasarani? He said, yeah. Go to the OB, help her record her statement. I told Samira, collect your evidence and go with it there. Now, Samira, you want to kick me in the... No, honey. You can't. Why? Because I'm a strong black woman. I may be from Africa. And I thought you are a queen. So we are going to argue about who called who first. I didn't know your fees. No, Samira. You texted me actually and I agreed. And then Timothy said today, I cast her out. That's why she left. Timothy, I can't even be in a room with you, honest and composed person. But today I said, no, I'm sick and tired. Video, it's been, JT has punched me so many times. Oh, attorneys, they did what? When I say attorneys, I have me attorneys now. I've left, I don't know. There's some people there, I don't know where. He did that. I was always going for him. You know, me and him privately. I told Samira about the RICO. I told her about the RICO. Honey, you're talking on YouTube right now. People are interested in you because I gave you some snippets of this story. She didn't know about the RICO charge. I'm the one who gave her that. You understand? I'm the one who gave her that. But then she didn't. I realized there's ambition, which I like. Keep singing. I like that for women. Keep singing. Keep doing your videos. I'm so sad that JT didn't collaborate. Samira, you are here 30 days, allegedly. You called me at some point. You texted me telling me, hi, Mercy. We spoke. You were in distress. I think your husband was very angry. My wife is out there pregnant. I was like, yeah, I feel you. And then he started cussing me out. You bitch, you little bitch, you scammer, you, I don't know. He abused me. He abused me so much. And I said, no, sir, you cannot be on this conversation. Why? My wife knows. My wife knows I curse out everybody. I am not everybody. My name is Mercy Baraza, and I'm not going to take your crap. You looking down upon me. Why? Because I come from Africa? No. You too need to get your money right. Retain me or retain anybody else. But I'm not going to allow you guys to do a scam with the chief or anybody. I'm actually going to put him on notice. Right now, you're not allowing anybody to start buying like the way JT is doing. We are going to do 1,000 acres. You wanted the 3.5 for your baby, in your baby's name. I'll refund all this America. How? With what money? You know how many people have purchased that land? So many people, because the messages are so many, the emails are so, this is a crazy scam. So instead of you asking, how do I join the lawsuit? That the first question should be, can we do a classic lawsuit? Yeah, let me send you this information for this attorney. The attorney handling my client's other case. Heck, I'll come be a witness in that case. All you have to do is link up, all of you. I'll come be an attorney. You see, I'm also putting my life in danger. You don't realize that? But I'm putting myself out here, doing Russia's things. And then it's so ungrateful people. Somebody I've never even seen. She's never even given me a dime. You have no authority, no moral authority, anything to address me, because I believe in America, when you call somebody, it's a law firm, for them to even tell you, my name is so-and-so, we are going to talk about this. You deposit some consultation fees. I speak to Americans for free. I'm not going to be doing that anymore. The few bad people have spoiled it for everybody else. My record is clean. I am Russia's. I know what exactly I did with JT because he was my client. There was nothing to do with any American. The contract was for him and his wife. I have his family's documents and everything else. Like I was his attorney. You understand? There was no mention of hold this on behalf of 200 or 2,000 Americans or 35. No, I came to realize it. And then I was like, oh, this is happening when he put out my video. And I thought this was actually going to be, imagine if he did this business right. So many Americans would have sports here. Look at the Chinese, look at the Indians, look at the Japanese in this country, the white people. But black Americans, look at us right now. It's 3 a.m. in Kenya. I'm up. I've tried to help people to the best, and I want everybody I've been good to, and I've tried to do, everybody, the ones who owe me, please come on board. Say something. One of these fine days, say something. And you don't have to. You understand? Come say something. Because you can't just come out here. We're the ones fighting. And this is what people always want. Look at the people who are fighting right now. This Samira could be Russia's. But I don't know. Samira, drop that person in the toilet, then we can have a conversation, woman to woman. But for now, why are you running away? Because that man is crazy. We can't have a conversation. He's shouting over there. So he's shouting. You don't want me to shout? I'm actually not shouting. How do I address two people? There's a female and a male. You bitches nigga, you whore, you fat. I mean, how do I even respond? And the question you're asking me is, I didn't know how much to retain you. Anybody knows when I call an attorney, I have to pay. Did you tell me, okay, come to the police station? I would have sent an associate of mine who works for me. I don't have to be there personally, but they are going to represent the interests of the client because the law firm is representing the client. You get there, he gives you a shoddy deal, 6,000 square feet on land you have not even seen. I think she went and did a video there. So see, it's all about you, your husband, give us the 3.5. It's transferring the scam from JT to yourselves. So you guys are potential scammers as well. That's what I can say, because right now, jumping, you don't have anything else to do. Every day, right now, you should be taking care of yourself. Do a live positivity. Everybody bash the right person. Bash whoever has done something to you. What is your beef with me? That you didn't know how much I was paying you? Nah, for me, do you know what these people who respect me say? They don't look at me as somebody lesser. I have seen some of her lives when my friends have sent me. I was there, no electricity, no, it's like a third world country. Samira, most of the people who respect me say, hi, how much are your services? I want to speak to you, something like that. They see me as a human being, equal. But you can't come to me and expect me to start, hey you, give me this, give me that. No, you want me to go with you for free. How? No, Samira. Anyway, she ran off, period. I'm still gonna sue her. I'm waiting on her to continue doing whatever she's gonna do, because I'm not gonna go to YouTube again at all anymore, unless it's very serious. The only response I was gonna respond to is JT, because he's the only player I was responding to. Samira is inconsequential. I do not have any contract with Samira, anything. It was just phone conversations, and I sent her screenshots of me and JT having an issue. And then I deleted them because I wanted her to just see, and then I deleted them. But I told her, look, lady, if I can remember those words, I said, look, lady, I don't know you. I've never seen you. I'm not going to be accepting, because when I realized they want to take the 3.5 acres to their child's name, it is the same scam, a continuation. How does that make me feel? You drop one scammer and then you continue with it to somebody who he prayed first. He said he's a pastor or he loves God. They talk about God a lot. And these people who talk about God a lot, most of them, no. So anyway, is there anybody else who wants anything, any question? Please ask me right now. Yeah, anybody but Timothy. Anybody but Timothy. There's somebody who asked about the Mercedes is black. Thank you. Queen, I saw you. Thank you. It's a black. The S-Class is black as well. The E-Class is black as well. I love black cars. That's a very wide question. Kenya as a country, or the Kenyan people in the slums? Because I've seen JT do some of those charities, but it's bad because initially it's good to help, but it's bad because you collect and then you go, like for instance, Baby Lucy. I don't want to talk a lot because I mean, you know what's going on a lot, but yeah. don't collect for charity and then you keep. But you see, charity is charity. I don't want to say anything. I don't want to sound ungrateful. Thank you for all the help he's given to the Kenyan people and everybody else who's come out here to donate to my brothers and sisters. That's what we do at my law firm. We have some pro bono cases as well, and we donate as well. I even participated in one, I remember.
Yes.
So, yeah, so thank you so much to everybody who's had that heart. You understand? God knows, God sees your heart, and thank you. I wouldn't really know what the other question about Kenya needed. Next question. Yeah, Wycliffe is a lawyer. He's an attorney because before I transferred that property, I had to check him. You understand? Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's an attorney. He's an attorney in Kenya. But in regards to anything he's doing with anything, I can't speak on it because I'm not responsible for anything he does as an attorney and as a human being. But yeah, he's an attorney, he's not a layman. Let me tell you, if you want to check somebody out, okay? If you want to take this, you go to LSK, you type down LSK.
Okay.
.or.ke. LSK.or.ke.
Okay.
LSK stands for Law Society of Kenya. So when you click on that link, it will send you to search advocate. Type the name of the attorney, the real name on the ID. It will take you to the name that was registered on the roll of advocates when they were getting admitted to the bar. That is how you know if an attorney is a true attorney or not. And as you type it, find out if they are active or inactive. Because if you don't take out a practicing certificate, remember we take out certificates every year. So if I don't pay and take out after some training, then it means I'm inactive and I cannot represent you. It has to be the advocate is clear and they're active for the year. Each year. Because you can get into a transaction for land and it can be cancelled by the court. Why? Because this attorney was not free to practice for the year. They may be an attorney, yes, but they haven't taken out a practicing certificate. Just like doctors, we undergo training and get points, a minimum of 5 points. And that enables us to take out a practicing certificate every year. And for me, for the law firm, professional indemnity cover. And my law firm is covered up to 150 million. That's 150 million Kenya shilling. Because Samira was here 2 weeks before. She never reached out. I didn't even know she was here. I didn't even know that name. She's the first person whose name is Samira that I've ever encountered on this world. She only called me when she and JT got into a situation. Because when she came here, she came on Alex's visa and invitation. So she only called me 2 weeks when she'd been here. And when she told me she was pregnant, and she was, oh my God. And I was immediately, oh my God, why? Hi, where are you? Who? She told me, I have a friend here. Speak to her. The Kenyan lady was nice. The driver too. We spoke. I was, take care of yourself.
Yeah.
She put me out of the house. She actually called me at that specific time. So immediately, I told her, then we can speak later. And then she did a WhatsApp. And then I realized there's somebody there. Immediately, this man got in. Fuck you, bitch. Fuck you, horse, karma, trash. He said every crazy thing. I was like, oh my God, what's happening? So trust me, for me to even have picked her calls, after knowing if I was in a scam, why would I pick your call again after you've told me I want land? I would disappear like JT. I told you to go to the police because I realized 15,000, 16,000. Do you want to enjoy the law? I told her about the RICO. Do you want me to get you in touch with the American attorney? Because I have given I can't talk about, oh my God. I can't. It was all love, but Samira, I think where me and Samira had an issue was when the husband got in. Because I'm very sure, had she just come the way she came, and the fact that I realized she's pregnant, we would have, I don't think, because usually I've gotten angry at people and it just went smoothly. Eventually, because sometimes I'm also in my feelings, or I'm also having my peace, like she said. When Timothy came on board, I was like, these people are on some crazy. Timothy is the deal breaker. That's what I can say. Sure. Yeah, and he looked down on me from day one. It's like we are lesser people. What attorney? What law school? Honey, over here, I'm slated to be judge. So over here, I am in legal. Tight. I may not be in America, but over here, my record is clean, straight. With Kenyans, with Americans that are here. And when we are done with this lawsuit, we'll actually probably do a video now or something like that when we are clear and somebody can say this and that on dates that this was realized. Why? How did I know that this was a scam? Something like that. We'll do all this. Right now, I can't do it, but we are eventually going to do it. There's a client of mine who will come on board. He can't do it now, but he'll come on board. We have to do this. Because so many times I told JT, do the right thing. He refused. Look at me right now taking the hit. And he's over there enjoying. It's like it's us against us. And the perpetrator is out there having the time of his life. It's really unfair. If Timothy wasn't involved, I'm sure Samira and I would have found a way through.
Wow.
I would have eventually thought about, because this is somebody who's pregnant. Remember, we had conversations before. She texted me, will we retain you? I said, yeah. But then Timothy, hey, all of you people, scammers. By then, I think Alex was retained, and Alex was the one who had given him the visa. Not that I want to say Alex is bad. I cannot speak on any attorney because I don't know what exactly they're doing. I don't know their contracts behind the scenes. All I can say is I walked away because JT was doing illegal business and bad business, and I cannot get this bad because of somebody who has his life together with children. I cannot throw it away because of somebody or anybody. Whatever amount of money you throw at me, because I still have people on pro bono. I spoke to Samira for free the entire time. But I think when Timothy got in, that's when it vexed me, because he cast me out. And he said it yesterday. I cast out. I cast everybody I want. No, you can't cast anybody and you want them to help you. End of conversation. Go get those people who you can cast out. I'm very sure if Timothy wasn't involved, I'll be able to understand you as a client. You know, when you get here, we meet individually. For me to meet, I'll meet you personally. I won't send anybody. So, you know, they have my number. If they don't have, you know, you have my number, right? You don't have a lot of money, you know, tap in. You don't have to be coming now. Some people are waiting to retire. You know, if America falls, are we going to chase the black people away? Absolutely not. Can I chase Timothy away if he comes to my house? Absolutely, because he can stab me. Okay, sorry, Timothy. But yeah, he creeps me out because he's too aggressive, combative, and you cannot sustain a conversation. Immediately he'll jump on you. So don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Tap in. We can always find a way. There's a client of mine with a whole chunk of land. Whenever he sets everything ready, business ready, some of them can actually work. You know, you don't have to like have all that money. If it falls and you can actually work for another American in a restaurant, at a gas station, you know, if you can sustain yourself, you can actually work for, it's easier for an American to work with an American. Because you see, for me, what I get usually is that alienation. Even you're representing somebody, but this one, their accent, I don't know, their English. Yeah, I was born here. I can't change it. But this is who I am. This is what you'll get from me, that is. You know, so don't be afraid. Don't be afraid because of some of those people. Well, you know, some people can start saving. We can have these conversations and whatnot. Somebody asked me, Mercy, are you going to sue JT? I'm participating in a case that my client has sued him actively. That's all I can say. Yeah. Kindly, if anybody else, is there anyone? It doesn't have to be about JT. Anyone who has a question, anything before I go? Anything, something respectful, reasonable, you know. Please ask right now. Anything about Kenya, I can answer today for free. I have a few minutes. Yeah, there's a Kenyan, Christopher Michael. He said, Mercy, I'm a Kenyan, and I know exactly what you're talking about. Thank you so much, Christopher Michael. Yes, okay. Thank you. I feel good when I see some of these Kenyans here, because they know this is what normally happens. I don't want to lie. We have been having demonstrations. Ruto, I wasn't supporting his party. I'm going to be very honest with you, but they won the elections, if at all they did. You understand? I was for the guy that is in opposition, but he's the president now, which we must respect. However, the cost of living has gone high, but people have been demonstrating, if you've been seeing the news, but they say they are going to intervene so that we don't have the demonstrations. They've been there. They were suspended for a while, but we still had them last Monday, but I think they're still talking. And In terms of corruption, all African countries are corrupt. All you have to do is do the right thing, get the right people, get righteous people. Don't get somebody who's just there, oh yeah, this is an American. Da, 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 da. Yeah, let me take this money, because you'll get most of those in places. Once you go somewhere and you speak and your English is with, an American accent, immediately cash cow, okay? I mean, tap in with somebody. Get somebody Russians. Don't go to places you don't know. Just be Russians. Treat Kenyans as well. If not, we can still arrest them. Do you know there's been incidences where clients of mine, if a Kenyan wants to harass them, I have them arrested. So we still have crazy people. There's still crazy people out here. So the government is trying. They took power last year in August. It's the first year. They haven't even clocked a year yet. I wasn't in his party, but I'm welcoming changes or anything like that. I want to see it. I wasn't supporting him, but I'm hoping things will change. But I know in future, they may have issues with getting people out here, depending on how the world is going. Because I know right now Kenya is really working with Russia, not so much, I want to use this word, booty leaking America. Because a long time ago, we used to really follow what the big brother is saying. But right now I've seen we're not really into that much. We have a solid president. He's a tough guy. Maybe his team is crazy, but he's a tough guy. I didn't support him, but I know that Ruto he's very stern. And I'm praying that eventually he can realize what we need. It's not even a year yet. I'm hoping he'll change and listen to our grievances and make everything better. But Kenya is good. Kenya is good. Where do you want to go if not Kenya? Where else do you want to go? Well, I have to be honest. I'm not happy with the Chinese. I'm only happy about the roads and everything they've made and built and stuff like that. But usually, the country is also very cautious. They don't get them the permits that we get to other people. So for them, they just come work, and it's probably some debt. I'm not okay with the debt. African presidents, African countries love debt so much. They love borrowing from World Bank, from all over. And mostly they just profit themselves. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to say something positive, to lie. I'm just going to be real, for real. The president borrow a lot. Our country has really borrowed a lot. But I also know that infrastructure, roads, everything is now okay. Sometimes they deport them. Usually, they try and deport them. You build for us, you do this, because we're going to pay this debt. There's a lot of debt anyway. Have they brought some development? Yes, they have. For them, they want these countries to owe them. I think China wants to be a superpower, a crazy, it wants to. All these countries, they really are against the US. So they're trying to do all these things so that if we all owe them, it's easy. Russia, they're supporting them. I don't feel really good about the debt situation, but I know infrastructure. When you would have come here 5 years ago, 10 years ago, it's not the way it is right now. It's good to get a spot in the village, and it's good to also get a spot in the city as well. For me, if I retire, I'll go to the village. I love that. I love that life in the village. The debt situation, our country has borrowed a lot. I don't like that. Most of these people just take all that money. Some of it goes to development, but some of it doesn't. Hospitals have been improved. Nowadays, we don't have as many maternal deaths as we used to have when women were giving birth. At least nowadays, we have advanced facilities and medical equipment and stuff like that. We also pray for good leaders, because a leader will make, together with their MPs and parliamentarians, they'll make good laws. You understand? And, we are here. We are going to protect the law. So many attorneys. We still have Russia's attorneys. We have some Russia's political leaders. Majority are corrupt. I'm going to agree with, was it Samira? Somebody said there's corruption. Yes, there's corruption. There's a lot of corruption in African countries, not just Kenya. I'm not going to sit here and lie, but we'll work on it. We're here. People like me are here. I'm not the best. I would never be. Nobody is. But we are here, and we'll protect the country in even the small ways we can. So we're trying. But on that situation, we've borrowed a lot. It's true. Out of respect for them, because there's a lot I wanted to say about Rwanda, especially. Their president is very tough. There's a lot I want to say, but since this is YouTube and it's public and I'm an attorney, I cannot publicly state my views in regards to exactly what happens there and these relationships as well, because I don't want to I want to speak about Kenya. I want to speak about, because I know how it will come off, and people will take it out of context, and I don't know who may be watching or who is not watching, because we all know. Everybody wants their hands on all these minerals. Everybody wants their hands everywhere. Even here, we have places that have minerals and stuff like that. Some of these wars are staged. Don't get it twisted. Yeah, they are created. They are created by some superpowers. And then, I don't want to talk much. I don't want to die. I'm still young. But yeah, some of these things are staged. Don't get it twisted. These games are played by the top dogs. There's people that run these things. Well, we are so much in control. And I would want to attribute this to President Uhuru Kenyatta, because he's the son of the very first president we had. So when he got power, he was very well versed and he knew how to relate with these countries. Most of the lands that were stolen were actually resold. I want to attribute that to him specifically. So yeah, we control tea, coffee, and all those things. Yeah, we're in control. I don't know about this new president with time. I will see. We'll find this out within the third year. At least we'll see where he's headed and what he's doing. Is he auctioning our country to these people? Is he giving them visas, not visas, IDs, and because you see, if you come on an investor visa, you're big wig, you're a top dog. If you do some good things, whatever, they can surpass the 7-year requirement for you to get citizenship. All you have to do is do good things. And that's what I thought my initial client was going to be. It was a success story. I wanted it to be a success. Even more than him, probably. You can imagine, it would have put me on the map, but it is what it is. We are here. We have to forge ahead again. Even if you fall, you stand up and you proceed. Read out like 3 questions. Yeah, you can read them to me. Like today, I had time to, handle and address all these. 3 questions, relevant questions. First, get the visa that you come here. It's a tourist visa. It's for $50. You need to have your passport, because you send the passport with your biodata, and it has your face and stuff like that. It's $50. Okay, so that is if you're paying directly. So you have to maybe get somebody to get it for you. If you can get it for you, fine. Okay, or you can retain my services. We have to talk. I have to understand who you are. We have to have that conversation, because I'm not just gonna be okay. Anybody who sends 150, and then you come out here, you are free, clear for 3 months, and then you can still extend. We can extend for a further $50, but you'll only extend for an extra 30 days. You have all that time to check out Kenya. If you wanna live in Kenya, you have to get your work permit and your alien ID. Get a reputable attorney. Get an immigration attorney. Don't get a criminal law attorney, or what is it called? Someone who does running down matters. They'll not be well versed. They won't maybe process for you as fast as they should, or they are basically not well versed. And an attorney will not say, no, I don't know. They'll still take up the matter, take your money, and maybe get stuck. Get somebody who's well versed in those areas. If they can assure you that they'll get this document within this period, then do this and that. Get a work permit, get an alien ID. It's safe for that. I won't be, for me, if my clients are okay, I'm okay. But if my client has been arrested, they want to be deported, I have to come in. For me, in fact, my clients don't get arrested. All the clients I've had, we don't always get there. Just listen to me, do whatever I'm doing, tone down, and don't start a scam. You'll be good. You'll be good. If you really wanna live out here, and remember, you can start saving and start doing it slowly. You can join other. It's usually easy. It's even easy for me to deal with Americans who are with other Americans as well. You'll also feel like you're home because you're among the other Americans, as opposed to just going to a village alone and you're lonely and the only person you can call is me and I can't be there all the time. I'll make sure you're okay, but I also make sure you get to meet other Americans that are out here, because there's Americans who've retired and left and they're not going back to Babylon. You see, and it doesn't have to be a rush. Yeah. What else? No restrictions. If you're good and you have a passport, meaning you can leave America, get in touch with an attorney. For me, I get you visas within 24 hours. Maximum, if there's a system error, the following day. Usually it's the same day. $150. Get your vaccination certificate ready. If you have yellow fever, get it ready. Come out here. Just come and visit first. See how it is. We can get you an Airbnb or a hotel. Remember those ones you can even book for yourself. Or you can have me do that. For that. We can have these conversations. Come visit. And then you can decide if you want to come to Kenya, if you want to go to Ghana, anywhere. It's a free world. It's a free world. So, yeah. For me, I've helped Black Americans more than anybody else. That's why I felt a certain type of way, because I've done most of these things for free. For just the initial talking. But you see, when you get into details, you have to, at least you have to retain the attorney, so that she can also buy credit, Wi-Fi, fuel, and things like that, But over and above, I'm a good person. I have a good heart. If you come to me, you're correct. We'll never have a problem. Why would we have a problem? I really want these Americans to come out, and they will, and they shall, in due time. They'll tell you their stories at their own time, It doesn't have to be me. You can still retain other attorneys as well, whoever you want. If you feel secure and safe with me, retain my services. If you feel you want to retain somebody else, we can still be friends. Remember, you are, hi, I'm out here, Yeah, no, because remember, you're still helping another Kenyan, which helps our economy, and it helps the rest of the people, So you're free to retain anybody of your liking, Another question. By yellow fever, I know when you're coming to East Africa, just get the yellow fever certificate. It's easier. Get it as early as possible, because I know they've been asking for the yellow fever certificate. But before you come out here, research, because remember, you're getting out of America. So, because somebody said something against me, I'm not going to be responding. I've called everybody to order. Please come. Let's have this conversation. But let's talk about real things. Let's talk about if I've ever done anything wrong to you. Don't tell me something someone else did to you, honestly. And don't say, she was in. You don't know. You don't know that. Don't say something you do not know. Because I wouldn't even be in this lawsuit. I don't want to talk about anything. All I can say is, we can do it sometime. We can do, I can still come back. But I don't want to come back because somebody said anything. Thank you so much. Have a good night.